There's really valuable information on the seed packets about proper spacing. Spacing is important because you want plants to get enough light. You don't want growing plants to be too congested. Plants need enough space to grow and thrive without too much competition. After making the hole about 1 inch deep, I put the seed in the hole and pat soil down around the seed. I am planting 3 seeds in the mound with the thought that I will end up with 2 to 3 plants per mound, which is what the seed packet says. The seed packet also says the seeds had a 95% germination rate in the test. So I am putting a lot of faith in these seeds and their ability to grow. After planting the squash, I can move on to planting the popcorn seedlings. And for this I'm using a hori-hori, which is a sharper garden trowel. You can also use a normal garden trowel for this purpose. Popcorn plants want to be planted about 1 foot apart in each direction. My tool is about 1 foot long, so I'm using that to measure. I'm digging into the paper underneath the compost, making room for the transplants to go in so the roots can access the soil underneath without waiting for the paper to decompose. These seedlings came out of trays that were planted in blocks. You may end up with seedlings that are in individual cell packs. In some instances, you'll end up with more than one plant in a cell or a soil block, in which case you're going to want to select the biggest plant and pinch off any extra plants in the cell or soil block. Plants can be removed from their tray and set out next to the holes they're going to be planted in. Gently coax the roots to the bottom of the hole and pat the soil around the plants until it is nice and secure. About 1.5 inches from the corn seedling stalk, I am making a hole about 1 inch deep and dropping the bean seed into the hole and again patting the soil over it. You want to go over this bed at least 3 times with a watering can or the gentle spray of a hose to be sure the first 3 inches of soil gets fully saturated. When I'm watering, I go around the plants, focusing on the roots of the plants rather than soaking the plant itself. After plants are established and you're heading out for the summer, you can return every now and then to water. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again in September when we're ready to plant our fall seedlings.